EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here, and off we go from Lambeau. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Buccaneer first down.
From the gun, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin.
Brady's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Complete.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Brady's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 13. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Receiver.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And some room to work. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 28 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
3rd down.
From the gun, Brady. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A big run there by Jones. 45 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense will...
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Jones. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 42-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. On the crossing route, complete. It's Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Jordan White decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
4-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Jones. And some room to roam now. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 21-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green yards away. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good to make it 17-7.
Good. Makes the score Packers 17. Buccaneers 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Down Buccaneers.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Kenny Clark in on the stop.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete.
Rodgers.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires.
24, 29, Alpha.
They'll go again to Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
Rodgers now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon. And I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Buccaneers 21, Packers 17. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. That catch good for only a couple.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch that.
To throw is Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Funchess. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the Bucs 41
On play action, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
A carry here for the big tight end. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, the 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and ended up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to throw, Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them. but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Rodgers looking to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Adams, incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good... Decision loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
That's the reason we ball for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 48-yard
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Benson Mayowa. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. On the run, he'll let it. And that's caught inside the 35. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, here's Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Second and goal from the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and a yard. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a Seahawks.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go. Check.
The toss running left. This is Penny. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 53 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. This is out quickly to the right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
For a Seattle Seahawks.
Penny, the first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
At the 33-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, That should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Corey Davis, 77 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Wilson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
23-yard line.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
10.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now increase here as he's past the 30.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Seahawks 20, Titans 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
Now it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Henry and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
At the 36-yard
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And another try for Penny. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Go 14. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 64.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This just a 24-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Tannehill now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 64 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Seahawks' 6-yard line.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Gostkowski the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Hyde. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Carlos Hyde turned away on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards that time. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
That is clocked at the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Malcolm Butler on the
really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it again with Penny. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Jackson to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game?
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from Nashville. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells... If you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Tampa Bay.
From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Gronkowski.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Brady going to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On the counter, it's Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner, we've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word, going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Henry, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Smith catches left side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitz.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Play action. Now it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Buccaneers.
This is Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our blitz coming, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 38 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The toss right to Henry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Whitehead on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Brady now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
At the Titans' 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, here's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
45 the mark. Let's go, D.
Back to throw, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now it's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Buccaneers' 24-yard line.
On second down now, it's Henry. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
2 yards. It's now third down and 3.
Again, it's Henry. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
They'll run for it with Henry. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up second and long. From midfield, here's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Brady's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On play action, now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first down carry by Jones. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans were able to make this a close game again. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
This game back with it, a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Brady on target there to Godwin. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just like that. I'm going 37 tonight. My 37. Group right.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 6.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He finds Humphreys. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
That's another Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
on 1st and 10, Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Chris Godwin.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 67 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll drop here to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
54, right there.
And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Allen now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
7 yards the pick up there.
7 brings up second and
on second down, it's Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a 35-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get rid.
On first down, Brady. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Buccaneers first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Buccaneers 14, Bills 7. Bradley Pinion to kick
Now
off.
Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back at the 21-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
To John Brown. A 12-yard gain on the play.
Now in 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he's able to find Diggs.
Complete.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Buffalo.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Buccaneers 14, Bills 7.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
First down, Bills.
To the air, Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Singletary. It's a gain of 8. Brings
on play action, Allen.
At the 36-yard line.
Pass incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to fit it into Gronkowski there, and that'll bring up second down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Bills 13. Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Kenyon on to kick this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Allen. Smith catches left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
third down.
Third and long, it's Allen. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
First down, Buffalo.
Now he steps away. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run on first down with Moss. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
Allen.
Up 2nd and 3.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
44, Mike, 44. I got it.
Again, it's Jones. is. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Here's Jones, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Possession.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hookup with Diggs.
Complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Play. First down, Buffalo.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen now on first down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And able to find John Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. His pass caught at the 4.
Allen's pass.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss taking it in. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The 44-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones.
That's just the start.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 44 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Vita Vea on the stop.
Allen off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. He's going deep for Brown. And they will not be able to hook look up there. It's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Taron Johnson made the stop. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw here. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down Buccaneers. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10. At their
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Tonight's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a